Now, I hope I'm wrong with this thumbnail. This is one of the videos, any last video I made with the IBO, with Maxie Hughes and Devin Haney. I really hope I am wrong. Not wrong being wrong, but it's reasonable doubt and it's opinion. And just like every other bitch ass channel out there that got opinions, I'm giving you my opinion. And most of these opinions is from Devin's mouth. So if I'm saying there's more than Shakur and Tank as an option at 135, I'm showing you what Devin Haney said in the past about what he would like to do at 135. And I'm trying to say, damn, man, after Loma, why are you saying you want to stay at 135? I'm trying to figure this out. Like, there's more options. And I'm going to say this really quick. And I'm just going to give you a refresher course of why I think this might be an option at 135 for Devin Haney. Now, what over trumps mandatories? Doesn't matter if it's Shakur Stevenson as a mandatory. Doesn't matter if it's Tank Davis with a regular belt, he becomes the mandatory. Doesn't matter how you flip it, stroke it, lick it, suck it, stick it. Listen, unifying undisputed over trumps mandatories. So when I hear this man Devin Haney say, listen, man, I want everything. Well, you know what? Let me give you a refresher course. Let me give you an example why I'm bringing this up with Maxie Hughes, okay? And I'm just putting the puzzles together. If or should Devin beats Loma, what could be next besides Devin and Shakur? I mean, Tank and Shakur. So let's get it together. Get it right, nigga. Let's get it together. Let's get this shit popping. Let's do a little refreshing course, and I should move along with my bullshit.
Ring, April 14th, Friday, 2023. Talented lightweight Maxie Hughes signs with Matchroom European boxer willing to take on Devin Haney. All right, IBO champion. Let's go. I'm not going to read all this. I'll leave the link in the description, but let me go down to here. Okay, I already spoken about Devin Haney simply because his opponent seems to be evading him. I might not be the name he wants, but actually you are the name he wants, and I will prove that in the next video. But I'm game and willing to fight. If it doesn't come off, then I'm only looking for it in the rankings. I'll take whatever comes my way. So this is Eddie Hearn. I'm delighted to welcome the Cinderella Southpaw, Maxie Hughes, Southpaw, to the Matchroom boxing team, said Matchroom promoter Eddie Hearn. It's been an incredible year that has seen Maxie inflict shock upsets in Europe, and in the British, in the BK, UK, and all that. An incredible performance. We feel there are plenty of more chapters left in his incredible story, and we look forward to some big fights, big nights ahead, live on what? The Zone. All right, let's talk about it.
Can't say nothing. I love it so, Maxie Hughes, where are you? Listen, if I get the IBO belt, don't be mad at me, y'all. Don't be. And if I go clean up, just understand what's being done.
I think if, you know, whatever happens and they can't do that rematch, it would be perfect. Maxie Hughes, you know, in the Oracle, and it's like all the belts.
Yeah.
So that in front of you.
I appreciate that. I would appreciate that. You know, I would.
You deserve it.
Yeah.
You know, you went on the road. He doesn't want his rematch.
I'm a true fighter, and I want to make the biggest fights happen. But I'm also an asshole at the same time, so I wouldn't mind going to go get the IBO belt just to clean up.
Nah, but everybody gets a hometown. I mean, Jared Hurd wasn't undisputed, but he was unified, and he got a hometown fight. You know, Tank got his hometown fight.
I don't care about a hometown fight, though. I don't really care about a hometown fight. I just want the IBO belt.
Shout out to
So I'm showing you reasonable doubt, right? And another opinion besides Shakur and Tank, that if this is what Devin's saying out his fucking mouth, right? And then you see Eddie Hearn putting on Maxie Hughes and signing him, right? And they're talking about maybe Devin could be a fight. And then Maxie Hughes is a southpaw. Well, there's things lined up here. First of all, you can't get mad at Devin Haney. Let me tell you, I just want to say this shit, man. You can't get mad at Devin Haney, right? Even though I'm a Shakur fan. But listen, I get mad at Devin, but I can also get mad at Shakur because, you know, if you could have just went up and fight Devin Haney if you didn't lose it on the weight scale, all right? So I get upset at that because sometimes I think these things happen for a reason so it could delay the fight. All right. At some point, I'm like, damn, did Shakur really did that? Knowing that the benefit of him going straight up to the WBO, going straight up to 135 to fight Devin, he could get that automatically. Was this purposely? Sometimes I think this is orchestrated and shit, right? So, because I'm going to tell you right now, if we do a poll right now, and we say, where you think we're going to get this fight with Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, 135 or 140, a lot of people in that poll will say, this fight might happen at 140. And me, the way I see it, it might end up happening at 140. But I always said, if you're friends, y'all should be fighting each other at 135, 140, and 147. That's it. If y'all friends, you know what I'm saying? Y'all should break bread with each other. Because at the end of the day, y'all still gonna make friends. I see Tank and Rolly. They dap it up. I see Tank and Ryan Garcia exchanging numbers or whatever. Yo, this is life, man. And friends do fight. And then they reunite. Right? So what I'm saying here is the opinion, my bitch ass opinion on my channel, I hope I am wrong. I don't want to be right about this, but I got to put it out there because nobody's bringing up Maxie Hughes and what this could be an option at 135. Then I heard something that Shakur said. Let's listen to what Shakur said here. Come on, listen.
Sure. Yeah, he's going to smoke Lomachenko, but he's going to be Drake coming back to fight me, and that's going to be ugly.
That's what you want next, right?
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it.
Do you think that would be the legacy-building fight, the career-defining fight, the matchup that you need to establish yourself as a great fighter?
I think it's gonna be easy. I think I'm gonna smoke him. I think I'm gonna shock everybody by smoking and making it a real easy fight. Everybody gonna be like, damn, who is who you say who is?
Hey, you mean Haney, right? That's your Haney.
So he said he's gonna be drained after the Lomo fight, right? So I was thinking to myself, Shakur, what the fuck you saying that? Like, if you know you could smoke this dude, why are you putting a benefit saying, well, he could be drained and this is going to make this shit even easier because he's going to be drained? So we all know that Devin Haney said he's going to stay at 135, right? But after Loma, he said he's staying at 135. So, see, Shakur, you just let the cat out. It's what they not say. It's not what they say, it's what they're not saying. But what he said was something that got my thing like, why would you fight somebody if you feel like he's struggling with weight and he's supposed to be at 140? Like, in a way, I don't even want to see that fight with you. I want to, if you at 135. See, you just came up to 135, my dude. I love you, Shakur, but fuck that. You just came up to 135. So you getting acclimated to the weight. This dude, Devin Haney, right? He's on his way up to 140. So that's why I said if I do this poll, it would be, I think this fight will happen at 140. So, to me, it's like this, man. 135, I see Devin using the option to fight Maxie Hughes because it's less risk. Well, to him, Maxie Hughes is less risk with a reward of getting the IBO belt and getting everything. That's what the man said. He wants everything, right? And I can't blame, let me go back to what I said. I can't blame Devin because he said this in the past with Ness. Just like I can't blame Devin as saying, well, I'm not in a rush, so hush your fucking mouth because I'm not in a rush to fight Shakur Stevenson. Well, this is that saying that, and in the same video with Ness saying, I want Maxie Hughes, it's kind of connecting to me where you do want him, but regardless if Shakur is his mandatory because, yeah, Shakur lost it on the weight scale, but he's also up there in the rankings to be the mandatory to fight you. So even if he left it, he didn't get it on the scale to automatically fight you. He's there. Now it's up to the fans to say, oh, Devin's ducking Shakur by fighting this dude, IBO. What's his name? Max. Yo, let me tell you something about black people, man. They funny with their boxes, right? I'm just saying, I'm just being stereotypical with shit. But black people are like, what the fuck is that? I don't know that white dude. Who that nigga? Yesterday, I listened to my man, the bitch ass nigga, Best Fight the Best. And then I saw a knockout come on his channel. And I'm listening to this bullshit, right? And before I get to knockout, Best Fight the Best was arguing before knockout with this other dude about who did Tank fight? Who did Tank fight? And this nigga's like, well, who did Devin fight? Who did Devin fight? And he's like, Camboso. And the nigga was like, nobody knew no fucking Camboso. Right. I knew Camboso because I knew him when he was training with Manny Pacquiao. He was one of the ones that was training with Manny Pacquiao. So I knew it. I knew his history and I watched some of his fights and shit like that, right? But not everybody is now on white boxers' time. And there's a lot of black boxers like, well, you not black, you ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm trying to say is that Cambosos, yes, the majority, I am the minority. We're talking about the majority, right? The majority did not know who Camboso was until he beat the man, right? Teofimo beat Loma, and then he beat that man, Teofimo, and then we know who Cambosos was. So, yeah, sometimes we don't know who these people are, but they in the rankings. Regardless if they're legally or corrupt, all right? Are they there for a reason? Because I'm looking at the rankings as of now, and I'm seeing Maxie Hughes somewhere in the 8th, right? In the WBC or one of those. I'm starting to see his name pop up in some of the rankings. Go to the boxing rank, you'll see it. So I'm looking at that and I'll say, okay, let me see what it looks like in the next month. Would he go up a little bit more? Because if I see that, then I'm indicating that this shit is going to get a little bit funny when it comes to Maxie Hughes and Devin Haney. Because they lining this shit up. Remember, who's in the background? Eddie Hearn. Now he's in the background. So now there's money to put under the table to get your man up in rankings. So now if I see this nigga at 8th and all of a sudden I see this nigga at 5th, they're gonna say, well, you know, hey, he's there. He also got an IBO belt. Shit can happen. Devin did say he want this. And do I agree? Yeah, one side of me would say, man, this nigga duck Shakur because he wants to fucking fight. Who the fuck is Maxie Hughes? A lot of people don't even know who fucking Maxie Hughes is. But I know who Maxie Hughes is, right? And a lot of people say, who the fuck is this? Man, Devin ducked him. But if I'm hearing Shakur say, oh man, after you fight Loma, that nigga gonna be drained. Do I want to see the best fight the best? If you feel like this is, listen, man, Tank. Now, Tank, you know, when it comes to weight, it's a lot of bullshit, right? Ryan Garcia, he did this hydration clause and all this shit, but there's a lot of things going on with weight with fucking Tank. With fucking Tank. There's a lot of shit going on with the weight with fucking Tank, right? Because most of his opponents he brought up or whatever, but this is the first confirmed hydration clause, and it's so funny, right? The fans of Tank is like, it's not a big deal, it's not a big deal, but when you talk about Manny Pacquiao, you talk about Mayweather, and y'all arguing against each other, you're like, well, this nigga always had this nigga on a weight clause and that, and yeah, draining it. Listen, Manny Pacquiao and Tank are the same motherfucking size. Head is big, fucking height, reach, everything. I think Tank is 5'5.5". Right. So when I hear niggas like Tank saying, man, I'm not staying at 135. I ain't going to no 147. I ain't going to no 140. Well, like, well, why not? Dare to be great. Manny Pacquiao did 8 divisions. But then see, I got a mind. I'm like, well, maybe his body is not receptive to the way Manny Pacquiao body is receptive. Because I see Manny Pacquiao when he was really young and he was skinny and bony. This nigga was like more of an ectomorph. Right? Because you could be an ectomorph and a mesomorph, or you could be a mixture depending on your family. So when I look at Tank, yeah, they both got the same big head, but Tank got a big fucking neck, right? And if I see Tank and I see certain parts of his body is big and thick, where I see Manny Pacquiao, his calves are thick because he works that out the most, right? But I see the difference in the differential of his body and how they could carry weight, where I could see that maybe he will struggle at 140 or 147, or he might be slower. Right? If Tank moves up a little bit higher. So if he say he wants to stay at 135, he's comfortable where he is, he has the right to say that. I understand it. But if you could move up to someone that's not seeing these things will say, man, nigga, if you saw Manny went up to 147, why you can't move up to 147? Why you can't fight Devin or Shakur at 140? Why you can't do this? And why you can't do that? So everybody's body's different, right? Even though they're the same height, same reach, he might be struggling with weight and stuff like that. I'm not making no excuses. The man is already going to be 29 this year, all right? But when it comes to belts and face, remember, this is belts and face. When it comes to Devin, that's why I feel this fight ain't going to happen. Because Devin Haney got the belts, he's undisputed. And you got Tank, he's the face of boxing. So who's going to make the rules? Who's going to bow down to who? Who's going to bow down to who? Who's going to get the A side? You got 2 A sides, right? Now, fuck belts. That's what people say. Fuck belts. It's all about the face. You know what the niggas say? Don't watch face, watch the waist, right? We don't give a fuck about the face. We just look at the waist and be like, yeah, we gonna hit. We gonna hit. We gonna hit, nigga. But in this instance, you got bitch ass niggas like Knockout talking about, oh, belts don't matter. But now we at a point where belts, he's the undisputed at 135. And Tank is the face of 135. I'm just saying, we're gonna just leave it like that, right? So now what's gonna happen? And that's why I say this fight between Tank and Devin, I don't really think it's gonna happen. Do I want it to happen? Yes, I do, but there's gonna be some conflicts there. There's gonna be some conflicts there. And that's the problem when it comes to hearing Devin and Tank. Now I hear Tank say, yeah, I'm on that nigga's ass after that Loma fight with Devin. I'm on his ass. I'm on Devin's ass. I hear it. But I also heard him say, I'm gonna fight him after he fight so-and-so. I heard him say that before. So words are easy. Words are clout chasing. Words is this. Words are that. We don't know until the time come. And when he finished fighting Ryan, they asked him what he's gonna do. And right there and then he said, well, we gotta see. We gotta see. He was on there, he was talking his shit after the post-fight Ryan, and he said, well, we're gonna see what's next. But then later on, I see a video where Blue Blood talking about, oh yeah, Tank say he's on Devin's ass. So all this chitter chatter is in one ear and right out the other. Heard his mumbo jumbo, what I say? Whatever. So I ain't trying to hear none of that shit until the time come when Devin finish Loma, if he finish Loma, and let's see what happens. Because we don't know what's going to happen between Loma, and I'm going to tell you right now. You know, this Loma fight and Devin, man, it might not be a walk in the park because, like a lot of people say, Devin doesn't have any power, right? So we shall see if this goes 12 rounds. If I'm going to let you know right now, if it goes back and forth, they're going to give it to Loma. So it's skills. Now, see, Devin, he's younger, he's longer, he's stronger, right? And he has skills. Loma, yeah, he might not have the physicality, but he has the skills, right? And he has the moves. He has some movements, right? And he's 35. A lot of people say he's old, but you know, you don't know. Like my chronicle and my biological age, you don't fucking know. Like I'm 50 and I don't look like you, motherfucker. Yeah, and you don't perform like me, right? Because I've been in the gym since 19 years old, man. So everybody chronological age and biological age is different. Some people look their age and some people don't look their age. Okay, I'll bag shorty if I have to. That's if I wanted to, but I just don't have patience with I don't have patience for young women, right? So when I hear this shit, that, oh, he would never fight Maxie Hughes. Listen, I'm just saying that it could happen. It could definitely happen because of what is out there that Devin said. So don't get mad at me. Get mad at Devin. And guess what? Like I said, I hope I am wrong with this shit. I really, truly hope I'm wrong with this shit. Yeah, I hope I'm wrong. Now, in that Best Fight the Best I was watching yesterday, go check it out and subscribe to that bitch ass nigga. Because you're a bitch ass nigga too, probably. And you like all that little cussing and cursing and all that shit. So go subscribe to him, you know. He's a bitch ass nigga, whatever, nigga. You don't subscribe to me, so fuck it. You just come and look and then fucking thumbs down. So I don't give a fuck. So, Knockout came out, right? This bitch ass nigga. And he's like, y'all making me feel so, I feel so ashamed of my fans. All these fans. Why y'all don't want Devin versus Tank? And y'all talking all other shit. Y'all talking all this shit with his nervous breakdown fucking voice. And you know, I'm ashamed of you guys. You know, I'm really ashamed. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Talking about, I'm ashamed of you fans. Well, what makes you think these fans at this time of day don't think that shit ain't gonna happen? We ain't seen a fucking Aaron Crawford fight yet. We ain't get an announcement yet. We ain't get shit yet. And you think we're gonna get this at 135? The fuck? So Knockout, just shut the fuck up with your bullshit. Because you're the one that don't think belts don't matter, okay? And I already explained belts matter and belts do matter and don't matter. They both are a 50-50. When you're Iron Mike, Roy Jones, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, it don't matter. But when you coming up, it matters. The fuck, man. So we got these two, and that's why I say, man, you know, Bob Arum, if Matrix at 35, Loma takes this shit to 12 rounds and it goes to the decision to Loma, do you know he got Devin Haney? He got Devin Haney in another contract. Because Devin Haney's, you know, he flew out to Australia twice. You know, I can't think that his moves ain't gonna be the right move. And the right move is the fucking rematch Shakur, which I would like, right? So that, I mean, not Shakur, Loma. If he loses to Loma, get it right, nigga. Right? I'm bipolar, schizophrenic, so I say things and I fuck up, right? And I don't give a fuck. But I'm saying, if he loses and the setup is in, because we already saw the setup with Tank and fucking Ryan, and Tank fucking knocked this nigga down in the second, and they consider that shit a 9-9, 10-10, whatever the fuck it is. And I'm like, what the fuck? This should be a 10-8. So, there's fixes that's in, all right? And you're talking about, yo, I'm just saying, Devin, if you are who you are, you get rid of Loma in the 6th, 7th round. Get this over with. Okay? I don't care if you pillow fisted. Find a way. Find Jesus. Find Allah. Find the power in the blood. I don't know what the fuck. But you put this nigga on his ass, yo, and you drop him. If you can't do that, well, hey, equal opportunity. A fight is a fight. If you went to 12 rounds and they rob you, I'm not going to blame the judges. I'm going to blame you because you're younger, you're stronger, you're longer, and you got skills. You should have paid the bill and bust this nigga down by 6th or 7th round and drop this nigga about 2 or 3 times where they can't cheat you. Yeah, drop this nigga 2 or 3 times. Loma. So now, this is what I'm saying. I'm going to end this bullshit. I'm going to end this bullshit. Bullshitting cunt. Right? You fucking twats. I'm going to end it like this. So now, Bob, if he get what he wants and get Loma to win, well, he got Devin. Eddie Hearn got to fall back with that IBO and Maxie Hughes shit as an option at 135 because guess what? Loma got all the belts. Now, depending if Loma beat him in a way that he feel like he can rematch him, Loma might take the fight and say, you know what, I'll take the fight back with Devin. But if it's a close fight, this is what's going to happen. Devin, sign up and you could get a rematch with Loma to get your belts back. But let's say you just fight Shakur. Yeah. Let's do a Shakur fight at 140. Yeah. See, this is what I was worried about. This was kind of what I was worried about. Because I always say, let Shakur handle Devin first, right? And when Shakur beats Devin, then Loma could get a chance. But I'm feeling that if Loma beats this dude, Devin Haney, I feel like Bob Arum wants Loma to be the face of boxing at 135, and he's not going to give his own stablemate, Shakur Stevenson, the chance to be undisputed at 135. And I showed proof in my last videos how he didn't want to give Shakur undisputed at 130 because no one knows those jabronis at 130, the British and the other guy that was the champion, so nobody want to see that fight. Speaking for Shakur, where Shakur always said he wanted to be undisputed at 130, but Bob Arum didn't want him to be undisputed at 130 because there was no cash flow in those fights. Yeah, but it was legacy in those fights. That man could have been undisputed at 130. So I'm just saying, I feel like if Devin beats Loma, he got nothing to do with them no more. And the fight should be 140. And I think if he has one more fight, because he said at 135, he doesn't say that he was going to fight Devin. I mean, get it right, nigga. Fucking right. He didn't say he was going to fight Shakur, and he didn't say he was going to fight Tank. But this opinion, this reasonable doubt that I have, just like Tank said he's going to do this and do that, is the same thing that Devin said he might fight Maxie Hughes, and that's what he wants. Well, I'm just saying it's chitter chatter, but at the same fucking time, my dude, he put it out there in the atmosphere. And if Eddie Hearn signed Maxie Hughes, and Maxie Hughes is talking about Devin Haney, if he wants me, I don't know if he wants me, but I'm showing you that Devin Haney say he wants him, well, it's in the atmosphere. There's nothing new under the sun because it's been already clear that Devin Haney wants IBO, Maxie Hughes, and he wants everything. And how do I feel about that? Hey, man, that man, he paid his dues. Title, undisputed, unifying, over Trump's mandatory. So if it's fucking Tank or it's fucking Shakur fucked it up on the weight scales. He could have been automatically there. So that's one. I don't know if that was orchestrated. That's two. If he has one more fight, 135, fine, could be it. If he's gonna move up to 140 and fight the winner of Josh Taylor and motherfucking Tino Fimo, that's two. He has options at 135 besides Shakur and Tank. Listen, I'm done. Let me get my ass to work. It's not what they say, it's what they're not saying. I'm never here to change your mind. Never here to change your mind. Never. I'm just putting an opinion out, make you think of something that you're not thinking, because black of the black of the black. Okay? And that's that. I'm out. Have a fucking miserable fucking day if you have one. I don't give a fuck.